head over to fifacoinsonline.com for fast and reliable Ultimate Team coins. Alright guys, and welcome back to episode 15 of my teammate challenge series. And in this episode we are back in the Italian league, and that's because we are going to be with the team that is Juventus, doing a teammate challenge between the strikers that are Tevez and Fernando Llorente. But anyway, for those of you that do not know, this series is kind of like an overpriced versus affordable, or a go big or go home series, where I compare two players in the same position. However, what is different in this series is, of course, I compare teammates, and at the end the price is completely irrelevant on which player I find better. But firstly, with the comparisons, we are going to look at the price of both the players, and at the moment Tevez is around 30,000 coins, whereas Llorente is 1,500 coins, so a massive difference there in the price. Then going on to the weak foot and skill moves, Tevez has 3-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves, whereas Llorente has 3 stars in both weak foot and skill moves. So as you can see, probably a major difference for some of you guys that love to skill move, with Tevez having the 4-star skills. Then finally, looking at the work rates of both the players, Tevez has high attacking and high defensive, which sometimes can become frustrating because it does mean that he does do quite a lot throughout the whole of the game. So he will defend when the opposition have the ball, and then sometimes that does mean he'll be out of position when you are on the attack, but is not as annoying as Llorente's attacking and defensive work rates. As you can see, he has low attacking and medium defensive. So that is pretty pathetic, in all honesty. I don't understand why any striker on this game would have low attacking work rates, because it pretty much means that they are not a striker, because most of the time Llorente is found lingering around the halfway line, even if you have the ball in the opposition's half. So that is a massive negative for Fernando Llorente. So moving on now to some other really important stats. These are actually in the border to the video. We are firstly going to look at the finishing of both the players, and both players do have very good finishing on the game, and I do believe this is reflective of their in-game abilities, with Tevez having 87 finishing and Llorente having 86 finishing. Then moving on to their long shots, Tevez has very good long shots at 84 rated, whereas Llorente's are pretty pathetic, in all honesty, at 65, and this again is reflective of the in-game abilities, because Llorente's long shots are very poor. Then looking at their shot power, under this stat both players have very good ratings, with Tevez's being 86 and Llorente's being 82. But then going on to their heading, under this stat Llorente is far superior, with Tevez only having 67 heading, whereas Llorente's is 93, which is actually pretty ridiculous. Then going on to their acceleration and sprint speed, as you can see, Tevez is a much quicker player than Llorente on this game, with Tevez having 84 acceleration and 82 sprint speed, but Llorente's is 51 acceleration and 67 sprint speed. So if you do play with Llorente, I would recommend that you never play through balls to him, as he just isn't going to get on the end of them, whereas with Tevez, he will pretty much get on the end of most through balls. Anyway guys, that does actually bring us on to the part of the video now where I talk about the goals and assists that each player got within the same amount of games. And as you can see in this episode, I played 5 games with the players, and Tevez actually managed to get himself 6 goals in 5 games. Also, Tevez got 2 assists in those 5 games, so as you can see, overall that is pretty good, because it is more than 1 goal per game, as well as getting himself a fair few amount of assists. But then moving on to Llorente, as you can see, out of the 5 games, he actually managed to get himself 5 goals. He also did get 1 assist, so as you can see, 5 goals in 5 games is actually less than Tevez, and also 1 assist in 5 games is again less than Tevez. So in all honesty guys, I do believe that Llorente actually isn't that great of a striker on the game. He is very hard to score with simply because of his pace, and because of that I am actually going to give this episode to Carlos Tevez. So as a final bit of a review guys, I would definitely recommend getting Tevez over Llorente, and this is because Tevez has much better pace. Also his long shots on this game are incredible, he can score from a lot of different distances, and also his shot power combined with his long shots is very good. So yeah, that does actually bring us to the end of this episode, guys. Like I've already said, definitely choose Tevez over Llorente. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And also what I want you to do, as usual, is leave in the comment section down below which 2 players you wish for me to do in my next teammate challenge video.